Carl Palladino won in the New York primary for governor. He's on with Anderson Cooper. Clip number 9.
You forwarded a number of X-rated emails, one even showing bestiality, a woman and a horse, to an email list of your friends and associates. How does that jibe with conservative values that you say you hold?
Oops.
I apologize to those that were offended by me forwarding emails to a personal group of friends. I forwarded them, I did. I'm in the construction industry. We got all kinds of nonsense like that on a daily basis. The real obscenity, though, was Albany. The real obscenity is the high crimes and misdemeanors that we've allowed our political class to take and feeding it the public trust.
But wait, you're saying you've apologized to those who found it offensive. I mean, do you not find an email with a woman and a horse, an X-rated video, isn't that offensive?
To be frank with you, I don't particularly remember that one. I remember some of the other ones that.
Well, I mean, you did send it, though.
Yes.
Right, but you don't. I mean, you're not. You are saying that is offensive, isn't it?
I assume I did.
Yeah.
It's offensive, though, isn't it?
Oh, that definitely is offensive. Yes, of course.
I don't remember the one of the woman and the horse. I know there was one where a Puerto Rican woman, she was upside down, and there was 2 sheep.
Hey, listen, we're in the construction business, you know what I'm saying?
Craziness all over there. We got women and animals. Yeah, we're always messing around like that. Do the racial. Come on, let's squeeze the other one in.
Yeah, but by the way, don't get us wrong. He sent stupid sex emails. We don't really.
The sex
care.
email, I really don't care
Who
about.
Cares? Right, I'm not.
He should have gone over the top about Albany sooner with it, Cooper.
But this next one is interesting. Clip number 10.
Yes. You also forwarded a number of racially offensive emails. One of them used the N-word, and I'm just showing our viewers one that you said showed the rehearsal for President Obama's inauguration, which was basically images of I think some sort of tribal dance and I'm assuming in Africa. You've said in the past this is just humor, but I mean I don't understand, why would you find that funny?
Oops.
I look back on it and I say yes, it probably was offensive to some people.
Probably.
I understand that.
But was it offensive to you?
I apologize to those people.
Saying it's offensive to some people, that's not really saying it's offensive. Is that offensive?
Most of the time in sharing these emails back and forth, we were paying very little attention during the heat of the day. It was careless.
Is it summer?
There's no question about it.
But I mean, are those emails offensive?
What? I'm sorry, what?
Oops.
Of course they're offensive, yes. I understand how they can be offensive to people, and I've apologized to them.
Right, but are they offensive to you? What?
What? Huh?
The heat of the day? You know what it's like working in construction? All we do in construction, man, it's very difficult. We just sit around and email each other. Back-breaking work.
You know, there was tribesmen, and they're dancing around, and I said this Obama's inauguration. It was careless that it slipped out. And I guess if some black guys got offended, what am I going to do? But on the other hand, I work in construction, man. We send emails. You know how it is.
You know how it is.